You know, the best way to avoid having AI replace you and take your job is to just not have a job, right? So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to AI. As you know, I'm an AI supporter. Like, I love what it does for me as a creator. It's taken, now, mind you, it's replaced certain aspects that I now feel like I've wasted a significant chunk of my life learning to do. Photography, for example, it's nice that I still know how to film and do all of that, but it's not as necessary for the types of content I create. I can pretty much put myself in any environment saying anything I want now, without leaving the house if I so choose. So there's that. Uh, it's streamlined so many things that I can produce videos in probably a half the time that it used to take me, by having AI do research for me, having AI type descriptions, having AI um, give me some title ideas, thumbnails. You can completely rely on AI for, and you can ask it, hey, what thumbnails work? Make me a thumbnail that based on the successful thumbnails, and it'll fucking go out and do the homework and do all of that. These are all things that used to take tons of time as a YouTuber to do, that I no longer have to worry as much about. And I've seen it all over. If you look in factories now, there's so much more AI being employed with more to come. Pretty soon, nobody will work in a warehouse job. They've already had, for the past, I'd say, 10 years or so, Budweiser has had robots that load the trucks. No forklift drivers, just robots loading trucks all day. And I think if you were to go into an Amazon warehouse, and can't speak to this firsthand, but I think if you were to go into one, you would see a lot more robotic and automated processes with maybe one human supervising all of it. And they'll probably not pay that human very well because it doesn't require a lot of skill to say, oh, AI fucked up. Hey, boss, AI fucked up. There'll probably be some well-paid tech guy at the top of that food chain that comes and fixes the AI and robots and all that shit. But bottom line is if your job is mundane, repeatable, easily predictable, it's on the chopping block. And you're already seeing it in the creative space right now. Graphic designers, I'm sorry, but your time is, no one's going to pay for graphic designer unless they're just protesting AI. Because you can just go and get the logo you want. You can get 3D graphics, which leads me to the next thing is video effects artists. You're going to have a hard time. Like, as you've seen in some of my videos, I'm blowing up buildings, Hollywood level fucking production quality. And it took me maybe an hour to come up with some of that, tops. Generally, for each AI video, there's the prompt engineering part, which I start out with a rough cut, and then I go and I refine it with AI to get a more descriptive term. Then I take that to an image generator, and then I take that image that I generate, I'll do a prompt refinement for video so that it has camera movements and all of that shit in it. I'll plug that into a couple different video AI sites, and then you're just rolling the dice to see if you can get one that's decent. And they're still not perfect. There's still a lot of work to be done in the space of Hollywood's not scared yet, but they should be thinking about these things. But I don't know, just as a film from the filmmaker side of me that has done short films and low budget productions, what's possible now with AI blows me away. Things that you just couldn't do if you were an independent filmmaker. It was impossible. And all the low hanging fruit, like in McDonald's, you're going to go into McDonald's at some point in the near future. Not yet, but it's getting there. at some point in the near future, you're going to go into McDonald's and you're not going to really see a human. You know, there might be a human there if there's a problem to help take care of it, but your food will all be made automatically, robotically. The person that takes your order will be an AI avatar on a big screen. You'll walk in, they'll say, "Hey, how can I help you?" And there's videos of this fucking up. And that's the other thing. A lot of the critics of AI, they'll immediately find the one fucked up AI thing and be like, "Look, it's AI. You can't replace me. No, see it. There's 5 fingers on that fucking hand. It can't replace me. Sorry." That's just not the case. I'm sorry, but it's just getting better. It's exponentially getting better. The only thing that's probably keeping it from really kicking the job market in the nuts right now is the energy requirement. The latest O3 ChatGPT, the one that's PhD level intelligence, smarter than most fucking college graduates. Think about that. Currently costs roughly $1,000 per prompt, as far as energy and computing costs. So, right now we're at the point where we're reaching kind of a technical cap to where your average mom and pop shop isn't going to have an AI to do all of these things. But you can still have the high school level AI, which can run on my laptop. So there's that. I'm just saying, keep in mind that as they improve the energy efficiency, which China is working on because of our embargoes against chips and whatnot, and the tariffs that are coming, they're trying to make it efficient, and they're doing a good job. And if we're not careful, we'll get left behind in the AI wars. And that's what it's going to be. It's a big competition to get the smartest AI first. So the person with the smartest AI, supposedly will have the power to do a whole lot more economic shit. And let's not even get into the Skynet and all of the whole machines killing us all thing. I think we're going to kill each other a lot quicker than the machines will just sit back, and their smartest move will be, hey, we'll just let them do what they do. Because, a lot of the problems and the scams with AI are just people. It would be the same thing if you gave, a criminal or somebody with bad intentions a firearm. Guess what? They're going to use that to commit crimes. It's the same with AI. You give AI to a criminal and they're going to commit crimes with it. Anything they can. Scams, there's all kinds of shit going on. But it's not the AI's fault. It's the people using its fault, And you got to be careful. I've noticed that a few of the AI things I've put out, people thought they were real, If you see me doing some obviously fucked up shit and I look a little bit fucking weird in it, it's probably because it's AI. Put the AI flag. It says it in the description, and there's a little window sometimes pops up says AI generated on the videos that I do. But I feel like some people still miss that. And there's, here's a, first of all, if you don't see me holding the camera like this, chances are it's AI generated. And it doesn't really look as much like me. If you look at me right now versus some of the AI videos I've done, it's like an actor portraying me. It's the way I look at it. And it's the same thing. Now, some of you have asked if that's really my girlfriend in there. No, my girlfriend does not want to be on camera. So I came up with an AI actress to play her part in my AI videos. So that's where we're at there. Maybe her camera shyness will change at some point, but for now she doesn't want to be on YouTube. So I've respected that and created an AI avatar, so to speak. But I know that some people they're new to the technology and it's still pretty new. So some people aren't, caught up yet that you can't believe everything you see. And I'm here to tell you can't believe everything you see. Now that I've, gotten pretty much this far into the AI technology, I can tell you that it's going to make it so you can't trust your eyes on the internet or on TV or in any form of media, really. It's all covered. pictures. Don't know if it's AI or not. You can look for all little AI things. Audio, voices. There are so many video channels out there now that are faceless channels, they call them, and they're all AI generated voices with AI generated scripts, with AI generated video over it, with AI generated quotes, and they're all trying to pull in AI generated money, so that, it's here to stay. If you can be angry about it, for those of you who are losing jobs to AI, or you can try and get out ahead of it. And I'm on the get out ahead of it side of things. I want to know how to utilize all these tools, so that if I decide to ever go back to the 9 to 5, if someone's ever looking for those skills, then I can do them. If they ask me, can you supervise AI doing this, or can you prompt engineer this, or can you do you know how to use Comfy UI? Do you know how to use these different AI tools? While I'll never be a coder, turns out coding's going to be replaced. So, there's so many jobs that are at risk right now. So some of the top jobs that you're looking at: manufacturing. We already kind of went over that. Customer service. If there's even brick and mortar stores in the near future, which Amazon has been doing its best to get rid of, but you're still, it's going to take a lot to take down Costco, because everyone's psycho for Costco. And Walmart, I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon, because they've adapted strategies to compete directly with Amazon. But you're going to be interacting with people less and less. You're already your own cashier. Well, pretty soon they won't even have the cashier that's in there supervising. They'll have the security guard to make sure you're not wandering off with shit or stealing shit. But AI will be watching you, and it'll be watching you with PhD level intelligence. It'll know more than you do. Imagine that. So, and it'll be trained on videos of people like stealing shit, so it'll know that you won't walk out the door. You're not going to do the fucking discount of, oh, I scanned it. That's not happening. So less and less customer service. So if you work in customer service, you might want to start upping your skill levels. Transportation. Now, I think we're still a ways away from self-driving vehicles, but if they are able to bring down the cost of models like O3, ChatGPT, if they're able to make more compact AI models, more energy efficient AI models, that's probably, I'd say, if I had to make a prediction, 10 to 15 years away before we have the physical technology, the computing power, the chips, the power efficiency to be portable, that kind of stuff. I feel like we're still 10 years away for that technology, because that's kind of a hard barrier right now that you're going to see this technology run into. You're not going to have Hollywood quality AI generated video either, because that requires a lot of computing power, until they solve these issues, the computing power, making it more efficient. And they will, the same way they've done video codecs that have cut the amount of data down by four times. The same kind of compression technology will be applied to AI models in the future. And I guarantee you, pretty soon you'll have a phone that's a PhD by itself. It doesn't have to go connect to the internet or the cloud. It'll by itself be able to be your personal assistant. And they'll sell that to you for a pretty heavy premium at some point. So, as far as code, all this learn to code shit, you can throw that right the fuck out the window. I guarantee that's going to be the first job to go. The low level, data entry and low level programmers, bye. Start filling out your resume and building out a different skill set. I recommend transitioning into AI technologies and AI consulting and that kind of stuff. If you're in one of those fields, because that'll be gone, and it's going to trickle into, medical fields. You're not going to have to go to see your regular doctor until you've been vetted by the AI. There's going to be AI nurses that you have to talk to before you get to your doctor. Trust me, and then eventually your AI you might just have an AI doctor, and maybe there'll be some oversight by a human and, upper levels of that. But all of the lower level fruit, all the people that are doing those lower level jobs that ran up hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loans to get, they're going to be unhappy, and there's going to be protests. I guarantee you this is, we're not going to have this massive moment. It's going to be chaos. We're going to have an economic crash, I believe, as a direct result of people being displaced by AI. And, you've got unions already trying to fight it, especially in the creative spaces. They're trying to get protection. Well, please, Netflix, please don't use AI generated shit to replace your writers and your fucking filmmakers. Please, we're going to put it in the contract, and we're not making shit else until you guarantee us that you're not going to replace us with something that's cheaper and more efficient. It's not how it's going to work, people. You're going to go on strike, and it's going to encourage them to develop quicker a means of accomplishing your job without you. And the technology is already there for a lot of these jobs that are going to protest this. They just don't realize it. They like to go and find one of these videos that talk shit about AI, and it shows you all the flaws and all the bullshit. And they'll do that, but they won't look at the good examples, But we'll see. It's going to be interesting. So I'm embracing the future as a content creator by learning the tools now. And I am finding that I put, a similar level of work, but I've quadrupled my output. As in, if I have an idea for a video, I can very quickly get a decent video together using AI and using AI tools such as video generation, image generation, and, writing. Anything that's requires a script or writing, I can, put in a rough idea and have it spit out a full script to me, and I'll read through the script and get rid of shit I don't like, or, and so far it's been doing a good job. By the way, the outline for this video, it's me going off the cuff. I'll read a line from the script, and I'll say, okay, I'll talk about that. And I do it my own way. But the script for this video, I asked AI to write one. And I haven't been reading it. I've glanced a few times at the talking points to make sure I'm hitting all the talking points. But a lot of what it generated, I was like, well, this is good. I could talk about that. I could talk about this. I could talk about that. That used to take me forever. When I wanted to make a video about something back in the day, particularly keto and fasting, I had to go out and do tons of research. It could take me 2-3 days of research to put together a video and, to where I know what I'm talking about. Now I can get some help. Now I know ChatGPT can hallucinate and give me poor information or bad information. That's why you're supposed to check it. You're supposed to do your fact checking. If you don't do your fact checking, then you're being a little lazy, and ChatGPT will eventually step on your dick if that's what happens. That's what's going to happen. So, I find that the reason there's a lot of AI slop is there's a lot of lazy people trying to make money quickly, and it's oversaturating the market, and that's going to be a difficulty going forward in the creative space. Is the value of images, the value of media, the value of art, the value of music, all of these are going to go down as the market becomes saturated with AI content. It's going to happen. It's happened before. It happened in the photography space. I tried to be a stock photographer back in the day, and guess what? Everybody decided to be a stock photographer. And guess what? There was so many stock images online that I made maybe over the course of my 4 years of pursuing photography, I made maybe $1,000 on stock photography total. And there was a lot more work that went into it than that $1,000 paid for. Weddings were actually the best, most lucrative thing, and my least favorite thing to do as a photographer. But photography's gone, so, there's that. You'll still have people that want images, but a lot of it, after the coof, everything went to shit for photography, and then you got people that, with their iPhones, their phones. Hey, look at me, I'm an iPhone photographer. I'll photograph your wedding. It'll be on Facebook by the time you get home. Yeah, that doesn't make the photographer that you paid real money to come up with good images that take a few days or sometimes a week or two to edit, yeah, whatever. Now you got the iPhone. So, technology is going to displace jobs. It always has happened. It's happened when photography came out. Painters were pissed off. Well, here we are at another AI industrial revolution. And if you don't adapt and change with the times, you'll probably get left behind. But what the fuck do I know? Because I'm not an expert. I'm just an asshole. Please like and subscribe for more shit. And I'll make more shit. If you want to support this channel, head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com. You can sign up to either be a premium member or a club member. $5 a month gets you exclusive and early access videos. $10 a month gets you the same thing. Also gets you royalty-free music. Also gets you communications with me directly through forums and through video comments. And I do keep up with those as opposed to my YouTube comments I kind of suck at. And whatever else I decide to add in as a benefit of being a premium member for just $10 a month. Or you can just go and leave a tip in the virtual tip jar, just like the old days, and I'll keep making videos. Hopefully I can go full time someday. Just not yet. I want to, but I've got to do deliveries in my van. Eventually that'll be replaced, won't it? I think we're going to have a major economic upheaval in the next 2 years as AI starts displacing more and more jobs, because corporations are straight up, they're going to go for the cheaper AI over the fucking high school grad or the college grad that just came out with their bachelor's in gender studies. I'm telling you, the company is there to make money by cutting costs so that their CEOs can buy yachts, and that's just the way it is, and AI is going to facilitate that. And that's why there's so many big corporations working really hard to get the smartest, most efficient, and most powerful AI on the market, because then everyone else will have to go to them for AI. So, and I already pay a pretty good amount per month to the AI overlords, so we'll see. What do you think? Tell me in the comments if you made it this far in the video. I want to know what you think of AI. Are you for it? Are you against it? Do you think we should adapt to it? And does it make our lives better? Does it make our lives shit? These are all things I'm curious about. But anyways, next video will probably be a music video or something. And then I do have something I'm working on the horizon. I've already kind of talked to my premium members about it. In their exclusive video, but there is something coming on the horizon that I'm thinking of doing to kind of expand my creativity a little more till AI replaces me in every aspect of life and shit. Have a nice motherfucking day. It's getting creepy, kind of talking about AI like I'm in a fucking horror film, huh?